want to talk about Black Lives Matter. And my spin on that is definitely that it's bullshit. And, that's already been proven, just from how the organizer or the creator of that movement just scammed people out of millions and millions of dollars. But I'm not here to talk about that. It's bullshit because, here you got people saying Black Lives Matter, and then, you got other people saying all lives matter. You got Kanye saying white lives matter. And the truth is, no lives matter until all lives matter. Because if you can justify one reason to kill, then you can justify 2 reasons to kill and 4 reasons to kill. And so I made a video called Gray Areas. And so this is one of those gray areas. We try to, live in the gray area, and that gray area is the area of hypocrisy. We say Black Lives Matter, but Black lives don't even matter to black people. Like, who do they matter to? They definitely don't matter to black people, because black people will fucking crucify you just for having different beliefs, a different opinion than theirs, just for disagreeing with them. They will fucking crucify you and fucking dog the fuck out of you and drag you through the mud and maybe even want to physically harm you just for having a different opinion or a different belief. Shit. Babies' lives don't matter because there's fucking Bella. There's fucking women that are fighting to make murdering babies legal. And I don't know about this statistic, but I've been listening to Kanye or Ye. I've been listening to Ye talk, and he's been saying that like 50% of black death is from abortion. It's from the murdering of black babies. 50 fucking percent. He says the most dangerous place for a black person to be is in their mother's womb. He said that the leading cause of black death is the murdering of black babies. And there's people that want this to be legal, and they don't even have a good reason for it. The argument is, what if a woman gets raped, right? She shouldn't be forced to keep the baby. Well, that's why there's fucking adoption agencies. Have the baby and put the baby up for adoption. Boom, problem solved, right? But just the fact that we think that murder is an option, it just shows you how blind and lost and deceived we are as a people. And it just shows you how the darkness that people are in. Another example, and I don't know if I mentioned this on my Gray Areas video or not, but we say all lives matter, but we kill prisoners, right? It's like, okay, so, somebody kills somebody and they go to court, they're found guilty, and the punishment is death. So, do all lives matter? No lives will matter, until all lives matter. There is no gray area. No matter how much we try to play the gray, it don't work that way. You got to pick a fucking side. And so the side that we're picking as a society is the side of darkness, the side where murder is an option. If it makes sense to a particular group of people, then it's okay. Then it's legal to kill. So we will never be able to say Black Lives Matter, like, for so many reasons, until all lives matter. And this includes animals too, right? Are these not lives? These are lives. They fucking, have families, right? They have sex and, and build families and have children and have partners, right? And fucking go out and, hustle to provide for their families. But we kill them senselessly to eat them when we ain't supposed to be eating them in the first fucking place. Because human beings are not fucking carnivores or omnivores. We got no business eating them. But we senselessly murder mothers, fathers, and children in the animal kingdom. And it's okay. Why? Because we can, right? Just because we can. It's okay. And, I'm not here to judge it. I just put the shit out there. I'm just, speaking the truth. No lives will matter until all lives matter. And this might be my shortest video ever. Because I feel like I don't have nothing else to say about that. Like, I feel like, I've made my point and I've made it loud and clear. But until, as long as we think it's okay to murder babies, as long as we can justify murder, all lives won't matter. No lives will matter. Because who the fuck are you to justify murder? Who the fuck is the government to justify murder? They not the fucking standard of truth. They're people just like you and me. And just because they say it's okay, that don't mean that shit is okay. Because the real law is that none of us can escape, is that we all reap what we sow. Every single one of us. Period. That's the law that you cannot escape. These man-made laws, these bullshit ass man-made laws are perverted and twisted, and you could buy them off. You know what I mean? You could bribe judges and come over here. Come on. Her ass don't fucking know how to watch out for cars. But you can bribe judges and pay off prosecutors, and you could pay off the police department. You can pay off those that are supposed to enforce man-made laws. You can buy them. You can buy the system. But you can't bribe, or you can't pay off that power that divine intelligence that some call God or the universe or whatever you call it. You can't buy that off. You can't bribe that. Like, the law is the law. It is what it is. And you will reap what you sow. The energy you put out is the energy you receive. Period. And you can do what you want, but that will always remain true. So, don't matter what, fuck the government. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but, or maybe I do. I do mean that in a disrespectful way. Fuck them. Because what they do is try to rewrite God's laws. They try to rewrite the laws of the universe. They disregard the laws of the universe and the laws of nature, and replace them with their own laws. And they brainwash the masses of the people to abandon God's laws and accept these bullshit ass man-made laws and this corrupt ass government, this corrupt ass system, where ultimately greed influences the hearts of the people in control. So it can't be nothing but corrupt. But, you just got to know, what's right and what's wrong is in your heart. It's in you to know it. And you just got to follow that, So, I think I'm about to wrap this up. But I want to say this again. No lives will matter until all lives matter. And as long as we're finding reasons to kill, as long as there's a reason to kill that makes sense to whoever, no lives will matter. Because if you could find one reason to kill, you could find two. And you could find four. And you can find 8. And the murder of an innocent person, meaning a baby or innocent animal, does it even get any darker than that? So, obviously, black lives don't matter, white lives don't matter, animals' lives don't matter, babies' lives don't matter, no lives matter. Because if you get on the wrong side, that will be justification to murder you. And there's been a lot of people in history or throughout history that have been murdered just for sharing their opinion or sharing their beliefs or sharing the truth, just for sharing a perspective that someone else didn't agree with. Oh, let's throw these people in there too. That whole LGBT community, right? Look at the shit they go through. They didn't control being born with the desires they have. A man liking a man, that's not a choice. That's just in him. It's just in him to be that way. And there's people that don't like it. And you don't got to agree with it, right? You don't have to like it. But to say that's reason to harm and that's reason to kill because you have a different opinion or belief than they do, that's bullshit. So like that whole, it's like, I don't know, like the transgender, like that whole community of people. That's another one you got to throw in there because they go through the shit too. So their lives don't matter either. Nobody's lives matter until all lives matter.